Good morning, TVP 2060. This is a brief video to discuss the submission for your individual projects, the Pictureless Film project. So I'm going to go over some details about what you need to submit. First off, I want you to create a folder, a main folder, in where you label it with your student name, as you can see here, followed by the course module TVP, and if you put individual assignment. So if we take a look at that, student name, the module, and individual assignment. Within this main folder, we're going to have 3 subfolders and the finished project itself. The project should be saved as a WAV file, and that's your mastered bounced audio file from your project. The other 3 folders, the first of which contains the paperwork, I'll go over this shortly. The second contains the project file itself, and the third contains the recorded sounds. So the recorded sounds are the sounds that you're going to make with the portable recorder, be it the Zoom F8, or alternatively you can use the Zoom H4n. I do stress that you need to use an microphone, an external microphone to the recorder if you're using the Zoom H4n. The Zoom H4n microphone, the built-in microphone, is just not good enough quality for this project. So you'll be using a separate boom microphone. For want of a better word, we should really be more precise and call it's a shotgun mic. So if you take the shotgun mic, you don't necessarily have to use the boom pole for this project. You're recording sound effects predominantly and dialogue, so you don't need a boom pole to reach over a camera. That means that you can hold the shotgun in your mic in your hand with the pistol grip that it comes with. So that the pistol grip's the vibrations. So in the recorded sounds folder, if you were to make 20 sound effects for the project, you'd want to include all those 20 sound effects in that recorded sounds. So what you'll be doing is taking the SD card from the recorder and transferring all the sounds that the recorder made into this recorded sounds folder. The second is the project file. Sorry, that's wrong. That should be the project folder. So the project folder will have all the assets, again these recorded sounds, but within a folder. That doesn't have to be labeled assets. And then the project file itself. You need to include the assets, so when I open up the project file, the link to where your audio clips are won't be broken. Now I have 3 different types of files here. You don't need 3 types of files, you just need to choose a program that you're comfortable with. The first is an Audacity file. Audacity is free software to edit audio. The second is Adobe Premiere. I presume you're all comfortable with Adobe Premiere, so you can edit your sound in Premiere. I've no preference for whatever program you use. And the third then is Adobe Audition, which again you can access in uni. It's a bit more powerful than, it's certainly more powerful than Premiere for audio, and it's similar to Audacity. Alternatively, if people know Pro Tools or Logic, any of those programs, it doesn't matter what you compile the project in. What matters is that you give me the project file so I can inspect your work and how you've edited it. The third folder then is the paperwork you need to submit. So with this project you've 2 pieces of paperwork to hand in. So the first is the sound report. The sound report looks a bit like this. You'll have your student name, that's your name, the date on when you made the recordings, the type of recorder used, in this case we're saying is Zoom H6, the project name. This is the type of stuff you will hand over to an editor, so the more info you put here, given the editor contact details, the better when you're working within professional practice. The sample frequency you record at. So we've discussed this in class. 48 kilohertz is TV's industry standard. Most TV applications you need to use a sample rate of 48K. You can double that to go to 96 for higher resolution, better quality, but that's not necessary. Bit depth can be 16, it can be 24, or it could be 32. I would say 24 is a good number. You're choosing these two settings on the recorder, the sample frequency and the bit depth. So make sure you're familiar enough with the recorder and you set those appropriately. The file type, you should be recording at WAV. There's no reason to record MP3s whatsoever. And then the number of pages. So in this example, we have the sound effect, what you're trying to record, the take, the file name, equipment notes, and comments. So sound effect, give it a name. In this instance, it's called clock ticking, take 1. The Zoom recorder will automatically create a file name, so you just take note of that. Equipment notes, in this case, it's a Rode NTG2 shotgun microphone. Again, we just need to know what microphone we've used, so if we needed to re-record something, we would select the same microphone. It's just good practice. Comments. So the comments here is you're describing what the conditions were when recording the sound. Indoors, bedroom, wall clock. And that's what a sound report looks like. So it's just a documentation of the sounds you record. The sound project reflection is a space where you can basically say how things went. So I'm not expecting all your sound effects will be a complete and utter success. In the project reflection, we talk about what's happened with the sounds that you've recorded. So you name your sound effect. So as in the previous example, we had a clock ticking. Basically, was it effective? Did you get the sound that you wanted to get? If not, why not? It's a place to basically document this. So for instance, if you wanted to record a sound that was supposed to be indoors, but you could only get access to it outdoors, then the acoustics will be not exactly what you want, so it's a place to document that. So your comments will reflect on the sound effect itself. So, I mean, if you've all effective sound recordings in your report and they're not as effective as I would think they should be, well, that's not really what I want. So, you know, it's okay to admit that what you have captured is not exactly what you were going for. The idea here is to kind of reflect on how you could improve if the circumstances were different. So that's what you need to submit. How you submit it then is through OneDrive. So if you go to your email account and if you go to OneDrive, you will see that we've got online storage built into Office 365 that you get with your university subscription. So what you can do is create a new folder. Give it a name. Again, give it your student name. TVP 2060 individual project. Press create. You'll see that there. What you'll then do is upload all your files from the main folder we have on our desktop. So it's this one here. Upload all those files into OneDrive. And while it's doing that, what you do is press share at the top, enter my email address a.delaney@mbx.ac.uk and share that with me by pressing share. I will then receive a link to the file and I'll be able to download it and we'll have a record of the time submission. Apart from that, there's nothing of major urgency I need to report to. You will find all files within my UniHub So all the paperwork, all the templates that you need, they're all there. I'll just take a quick look at that. So we go into 2060. If you look at the assignment briefings, sound unit submission instructions, that's all written out, and sound unit assignment templates, they're all there within that folder. So download those. Any questions, do email me. Thanks.